video in front of me here. We have the interactive whiteboard. So I'm learning how to play with that today. So you guys, let's see. Excuse me. Where am I at? Bringing up the video. If you are watching this on YouTube, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified whenever new videos come on. If you are watching this somewhere else, do make sure that after the video, you go to YouTube, search my first and last name, click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. The reason I don't tell you to follow me on the Facebooks is because Facebook is notoriously terrible for letting you know that anybody is live. They didn't used to be terrible, but they are now, and it is what it is. So, God bless them, but let's make sure we know we're live through YouTube, because that's where you'll find out. All right. So, you guys, what we are talking about today is the most memorable thing that has happened in my business so far. And the reason that I talk about this stuff is so you guys understand how good business can be, and how life-changing and how soul-satisfying, quite frankly, your business can actually be. We've sort of been told that, where am I at? This is more like the middle. Okay. All right. The more that, sorry, I've got messages coming in. The more that you understand how soul satisfying your business can actually be, the more that you're going to realize that your life can really be everything. Like what you're doing in life, how you're moving about through your life can be everything. And then the way that you create income within your life can just be side saddle to that, if that makes sense. Okay? Because what I do, you guys, is I just help people live their life in a more, in a way that feels better for them, quite frankly. Yeah, do I know a lot about business? Yeah, right? Do I know a lot about strategy? Do I know a lot about marketing? Do I know a lot about messaging? Yeah, all of those things, sure. But how do I use that? The way that I use it is I show people how to be able to create income for their families in a way that feels good to them. So anyway, what I'm going to talk about right now is this. What has meant the most to me in my own life, okay, with my own business so far. The thing that's been the most important thing and the most memorable thing for me, honestly, you guys, and it happens every day, but every time is different, is when people message me and tell me the awesome stuff that starts happening in their world. You guys, I've said this before, I could live off of that, right? I know we're supposed to eat and drink and breathe and that sort of stuff too. I really feel like I could live off of people's experiences. I really feel like I could live off of the messages that I get from people, from women saying that they out-earned their husband the previous month, or the families saying, our kids are watching us do this, and the family dynamic has changed, okay? Because here's the thing that happens, you guys. Whenever you are less stressed out about money and making ends meet and things like that within your family, what happens because of that? It's not just that you're making more money in your life. It's not like money is king and we just all praise to money. Like that is not at all what I'm saying. It affords you opportunity, right? It affords you freedom. It's what it does. It's just a thing, right? But whenever you know how to make more of it within your family, then what happens, you guys, is everything else is eased up on, okay? Because what happens when you're stressed out about whether you're going to be able to pay a bill or not, right? What happens when you're simply, like, the back of your mind, you're just stressed out about what if the car breaks down because I can't pay for that, right? And that's not even something that has happened yet. That's just something that you're scared of happening because you know that you can't afford it if it does happen. That's anxiety, you guys, okay? Being afraid of something that may happen in the future is anxiety. So imagine if you can get rid of feeling anxious, feeling depressed, feeling strapped, feeling like you're not able to give your kids the lives that you wanted to be able to give them, right? None of us are walking around pregnant with our pregnant bellies and thinking like, man, I hope I can barely get by. I hope that my child sees me barely get by and feels like that is their truth forever and ever, amen. None of us do that, right? We're all so much better than that. But the reality is this, is that we're taught, right, by conditioning, by social conditioning, by conditioning via the media and the 5 corporations that own everything, right? We're conditioned to feel like we have no right to think that we can live outside of those norms. You guys, it's BS. It's not true. But they got us believing it. Hook, line, and sinker, they got us believing it, right? Because we live these less than satisfactory lives, right? We live these lives where we're depressed, we're stressed out, all of those things. And then what do? We go and we require something to help us feel better, right? Our doctor gives us something to help us feel better from this melancholy life that really only came from a narrative that was shoved down our throat that isn't even true, but we believed it. Okay? So here's the thing. What if we just stop believing it? What if instead of believing it, we toss it in the garbage, which is where it belongs, right? What if instead we decide, you know what? I'm going to take control of my life. My God-given life. I am going to take control of that, right? I decide what happens. What if that is the life that you live? What if the life that you live, you show up in service for people? You are the hands and the feet of our Creator, right? What if you show up like that? What if instead of this other narrative, you bless people around you and are in turn also blessed? What if your kids get to see you do that? What if your kids, instead of the media and society and everything that tries to tell us that we need to be in this little 1 inch by 1 inch square box and we all need to look the same and fit in or else we're not normal. What if instead our kids see us poking our head out the top, right? Looking around and saying like, I'm going to show up different. What if they see that and they do that as well? Then you guys, we have a ripple effect. We have a future generation of people that are going to change the world. We are here to make a difference. We are not here to become like everybody else. That only satisfies 5 corporations that own everything's agenda. That's all that satisfies. It doesn't satisfy you. It doesn't make you any better. And it doesn't make your family any better. All it does is make you another cog in the wheel, another piece of the system. You guys, it's time for us to change it up. And so the most memorable thing that has happened to me in my business so far is the memorable things, here it is, that happens to you and your family and your life. That is what matters to me. Okay? When you start making changes in your own world, when you start showing other people around you that normal isn't normal, okay? Normal isn't normal. That's the most memorable thing to happen to me. And you guys, it is now happening in a tidal wave effect. The people hopping into HBR, Home-Based Revolution, the people hopping in there are creating a tidal wave, okay? There are people in there that 3 months ago wouldn't have had any idea that they're doing the things that they're doing right now. How do I know that? Because they're telling me. I'm getting messages. They're talking on the videos. Tell me right now, if you're in HBR right now, tell me in the comments here what it's doing for you. You guys, revolution is part of the name by design, not by accident. It's not because, oh, that sounds good. It's because it's what it is, right? It is what it is. It is named precisely what it's for. Okay, you guys? We're changing the norm. We're changing the way people see themselves. We're changing the expectations that people put on themselves, okay? And show them that there is a better way. It can feel better. It can look better. You can live a better life, you guys. It doesn't have to be the way that you're living it right now, okay? Okay. Let me know what your questions are. Let's see. Boom. Bryn. HBR is giving me the confidence to step into who I am so I can show up for my people. Boom. There it is. Oh, also real quick, you guys, in this group, let me see, let me find the graphic. There it is. Heart-centered and successful moms. The link for it is in the description of this video right here. Make sure that you're in that group. Tomorrow, I am going to be doing a training in that group about how to stop wasting your time on content and only do what works, okay? So I see a lot of people out there creating this random, disconnected content that takes time. Like, stop wasting your time on that and start just doing things that are going to push the needle on your income streams, okay? So jump into that group. That's the only place that training is going to be. Whenever you jump into the group, also check out the units section because there's a lot of gold nuggets in the units section already. So while you're waiting for tomorrow's training, and then every week, forever and ever, amen, I'm going to have a new specific training for you in there, okay? Let's see. Let me get rid of that. Also, if you are not in HBR yet, but you've been sitting around, maybe you don't even know about it. Maybe you haven't heard about it. Here's the guarantee that I have is that you're going to make $10K a month within 6 months, or I'm going to work with you until you do. You guys, the reason why I have it at 10K is because A, that's very, very doable. We make 7 figures a month. It's not, 10K is not a big deal, okay? So you can make whenever you make 10K, what I know to be true is that typically unbinds families, okay? Whenever a family is able to bring in 10K a month, typically for them, that means that they're going to be able to start sloughing away things that don't serve them. So if they don't love their 40-hour-a-week job, or if they're 2 jobs or they're 3 jobs or something like that, they're able to slough that stuff away and be able to work from their heart space and be able to actually provide value to the community they choose to provide value to. You don't need to know a thing about it. You don't have to have an idea, none of that. I help you with all of that, okay? I help you determine who your people are, how you choose to serve them, all of that. You don't need to have degrees, certifications, nothing. You have to have a heart for service. Do you have a heart for service? Do you like serving people? Do you like helping people attain their goals? Do you like helping people in transformation? If the answer to that is yes, get in HBR and let me help you out. If not, no big deal. But if you want to pop in, you're going to send the words case study to my Facebook business page. It's Livin the Dream with Martha. Make sure that you do that. And let me look at your questions. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I love that. Sarah, HBR has me digging deep in who God designed me to be and change our lives and change lives of widows, orphans, and those who need help. I've needed this for so long. You guys, this ain't your mama's business course, okay? You'll hear me say this over and over. It was never just about business. Never, ever was it just about business, you guys. We can make an income without having a business. I show up in service. I don't even like to call what I do a business because it makes it like sound, I don't like the word business. I'm a strategist. I'm a business strategist and I don't like the word business, you guys. But that's because I'm heart-centered and community focused, and I'm focused more on service. And so service and business typically don't work together. But the way that I do it, I show you how to be able to create income around serving your community and in a situation where everyone wins. Every single person in the relationship wins. The way that I feel is if anybody loses in a situation that I'm working in, if anybody loses, I'm out. I'm done. Doesn't even, I don't care to be around that. Let's see. Oh, wow. Martina, HBR has changed my life. I'm building a tribe of people who love their imperfectly perfect selves, and it feels so good to serve them. I love this new life and can't wait to see what my future holds. Yes. Yes. Oh, man. Emma, I'm already bigger than ever. Since I started, more people interact with me, and I feel happier just because I'm more myself. That's what we're designed to be. We're not designed to be born and then go sit in cubicles for 40 years and not serve our people, not serve the community. We're not born to do that. Since when did that ever even feel right? Amy, I have woken up to my patterns that undermined my happiness and success and can shift to joy, purpose, and supporting others. Oh my word, yes. My relationships have improved dramatically. My partner and I are on the same page as to what we want our lives to look like. I mean, how many people sit at home and maybe they barely talk to their partner at all? Maybe it's just a lot of frustration. Maybe there's a lot of blame that happens, like you got us here, or we're here because of you, or, you know, maybe there's unspoken blame that happens, and maybe it's just plain depression and unhappiness. You know, my belief is that depression and unhappiness happen whenever we are not fully within ourselves, when we're not fully on our path that we're here to walk, right? And what it is sort of like the divine bumper system. So that's what I call it anyway. It's basically like we have these paths that we're here to walk, right? And then when we start to get off the path, it's kind of like, you know, when you put the bumpers up for kids at bowling, it's like the bumpers. You run into the bumper and it's like, oh, that doesn't feel good. That whole doesn't feel good / depression / anxiety / all of that. When you don't feel good, that's where it's like it's recentering you. Like, yeah, because you're not supposed to be over here, right? Like, let's get back into the middle. And then when you're in the middle, you guys, it feels glorious. You are excited to wake up in the morning. You're excited to serve people. You're so happy in your lane, right? Like, that is, you may not even realize you can feel that way, but you can. That's the thing. That's what we're doing. It's what we're doing, you guys. Okay. I love you so much. You have the best day. And remember to pop into the Heart-Centered and Successful Moms group, because the training is going to be tomorrow, okay? Check the events to see what time. That training is going to be tomorrow. And also check out the unit section for all of the gold in there already, okay? See you guys later. Bye-bye.